they want to get you back on your heels, but if you go ahead and you attack a team that's getting up on you, it makes it that much harder for them. You got to be aggressive against aggressive team.
Sek has also struggled at the line this year, just 61% for the senior from Los Angeles. Back irons the first hook. Again, the Huskers playing their 5th straight game against a ranked team. And that streak started with the game against K-State in Lincoln. They played in Lawrence, in Austin, Baylor at home. A rough stretch. And for an inexperienced team, it can be difficult to fight your way through that. Here's Samuels, hangs, scores.
Watching that play right there was tough. Brandon Ubell comes in, does a great job playing defense against the one big guy, and then they go to the other side of the floor. Nebraska's a little small right now. They took Diaz out, they only have one big guy, so they swing the ball to the other side and they get an easy layup on the other side.
Ball deflected out of bounds by Sutton. It'll stay with K-State, and here's a look at Samuels.
They end up right. Ryan Anderson does a great job, but he's just not big enough to go ahead and match up with a guy like Samuels.
K-State by 3. 14-12 to go in the opening half. K-State Huskers running the weave out top.
See, now they haven't come within 30 feet of the basket, and they're down to 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Second side, hangs, shoots. No, it rolls off, but he does draw the foul, and Sek with another good aggressive move to the bucket will shoot 2. Fouls on Rodney Magruder. Good-looking freshman for this K-State team. Sek's at his best, Eric, when he's taking the ball to the basket like that.
Yeah, I don't mind when he shoots that corner three-pointer. He seems to have success from the corners, but when he starts moving up and trying to shoot the ball too often, that's really not his game. His game is going ahead and driving to the basket. He has that hard left-hand drive, and he does create good things out of that. If he doesn't score, he more often than not gets himself to the free throw line, and that's what Doc really wants his team to do, is do a much better job of getting to the free throw line. He doesn't like the number of free throw attempts they've been getting lately.
Sek makes it a 1-point game, hitting 2 of both free throws. Christian Standhardinger into the Husker lineup. He's guarding Samuels.
I think everybody's for Christian to have a breakout game.
And a travel on Samuels up top. That's the first turnover of the game on K-State. And now the Huskers with a chance to take the lead here against the 7th-ranked team in the land.
Yeah, Christian, he's had he's got 10 games under his belt, and at times, he was going a little too fast out there. It's time for him to go ahead and settle down and start playing the type of basketball they expect out of him.
Christian's got it up top. Samuels on him. Backdoor feed to Richardson. Layup up and in for 2, and Nebraska does grab their first lead of the game at 15-14.
Obviously something they worked on in practice. The back door has been there. They knew that the pressure was going to be there today, and they're really looking for it.
And a foul on Standhardinger, trying to body with Samuels down low. How about this last bucket for the Huskers?
Well, there's the pressure. He's going to come over here, dribble. When he dribbles the basketball towards the guy goes back door. But more importantly, this is a really tough finish. Little double pump, finishing with the left hand. Great body control. He was willing to take a little bit of a bump right there. Nice finish.
Inbounds feed goes to Wally Judge, a freshman, also in the game for K-State. Martavius Irvin, 3 years. Clemente for 3, missed it. Judge gets the deep rebound. There's a screen. Clemente spots up for another 3. It's short. Ubell battling for the rebound. Falls to the ground, gets it off to Richardson. Brandon finds Sek Henry inside to Standhardinger. Wheels inside, goes up, draws the foul from Wally Judge. And that's Judge's second, and now Standhardinger gets himself to the line.
Smart play right there. Wally Judge, he's bigger than Standhardinger, but he's a freshman. Doesn't really have his feet quite underneath him. He can put the ball on the floor. He can wheel and deal a little bit on him. Got the body contact there. And Kristen, if there's one thing that he has done well, he gets himself to the free throw line. The kid goes to the free throw line and shoots the ball well when he does get there.
Yeah, 81% from the line for Standhardinger. First free throw good, and Huskers have a 2-point lead. Kelly back into the K-State lineup for Judge, who elected with 2 fouls. And also you can see Sek Henry comes out. Deshante Jones in for him. Standhardinger gets them both. Huskers from the line, 6 of 7. And an offensive foul on K-State. It's going to be on Samuels. That'll be his first. 15th foul on the Wildcats. Huskers have 4. Nebraska doing a really good job of keeping this crowd kind of out of the game right now.
Well, they haven't been able to get out and get any of those easy transition baskets. Nebraska's had a couple turnovers, but they threw the ball out of bounds, and they were able to get back and set the defense.
Stan Hardinger wheels inside, and they're going to call a charge on Stan Hardinger. That's his second foul, so he's now going to be battling some foul trouble early on.
That's a tough call right there. He was.
I didn't think Irvin was set.
It was pretty close right there, but you know, it's one of those 50-50 calls, and you're on the road. You're playing against a top-ranked team. Sometimes you're going to get that call.
Samuels, high point. Look at the K-State's production has been inside early this game. The ball loose in the lane. Diaz picks it out of there. Huskers with the ball and the 3-point lead. Jeter driving, floating, missing, tipped up, and offensive goaltending going to be called. Oh, they may get Christian with it over the back, which is going to be his third foul. They do call an offensive foul on Stan Hardinger.
Well, that'll be the last we see of him of this first half. That was a quick couple minutes for him. But smart play right there. He didn't finish the play, but once again, I love seeing Jeter attack the basket like that.
So Christian will have a seat with 3 fouls in just a couple of minutes of work. Back in is Ryan Anderson. Huskers by 3, now back on defense. That's Curtis Kelly on the drive. Floats, missed it. Battle for the rebound. Out top, Clemente gets it. Irving open for 3. No good. Samuels has it, put on the floor, stripped out of there by Jeter. Here come the Huskers. Bear Jones with a deep 2. It's short. Rebound by Kelly. He wasn't quite set to take that shot.
We always talk about balance. You got to have your balance as a jump shooter, especially when you're moving the way he was moving. He was moving really quick down there. Nice skill by Nebraska, but you got to go ahead and get your 2 feet underneath you. Wherever you go up, go straight up in the air, come straight back down. He was floating on that. It's really hard to hit those floating shots.
Jeter goes right with it. Huskers trying to expand their 3-point lead. Here's Bear Jones. And another turnover. Diaz turned his head. Clemente gives it off to Kelly. Throws it home.
That's what the crowd's been waiting for right there. That's what they're good at doing, and that might get them into this.
Huskers with 7 turnovers now here in the first half. Jeter to Jones. Ryan Anderson dribbles it up top. Now to Jeter. Kicks in the corner. Jones open for a 3. That's his shot. He's got it.
That's one way to quiet the crowd right there.
And the Huskers have a 4-point lead.
Great ball reversal. Find the open guy.
Chris Merriweather on the floor for K-State. Samuels with a skip pass. Irving. Off to Clemente. Down low is Kelly. Wheels, fadeaway jumper, tough shot. They'll get Diaz with a foul. That'll be his second personal. 17th foul. And Kelly will be shooting free throws when we come back. But the Huskers lead number 7 Kansas State here on the road tonight in Manhattan. 20-16. Big Red.
We kicked off. They scored. We fumbled on the first play. I.M. Hip fumbled on the first play. They scored. It's 14-0. And we had a freshman linebacker at that time, I believe from Castle Rock, Mike Knox. And Mike standing next to me, and I said, "Oh, brother, what are we going to do?" And Mike grabbed me by the arm and said, "Coach, this is Colorado." You know, here the players are telling me, freshmen are telling me, "Coach, don't worry about this."
After a meal, it was like dessert. I wasn't done until I had a cigarette. Or at work, you know, on a break, we'd all head outside for a smoke. And then at night, right before bed, my day couldn't end without one. The Quit line helped me figure out when I wanted to smoke. And that made it easier to stop. It can help you too. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. That's 800-784-8669.
There are many places where the kind of fish in your fish sandwich is, well, a question. At Wendy's, our premium fish fillet is hand-cut 100% cod from the North Pacific with a light, crispy panko breading. So come to the place where real is without question.